una sa kanya is he has great self-control. It's something that we must possess. Self-control meaning when it comes to choosing what you want, kung ano talaga yung gusto mo, do I need this really or do I not? Kasi external factors, kahit sabihin na ibang tao, hindi mo kailangan yan. At kailangan mo yan, pero pag ikaw mismo, you have that self-control, walang makakaano sa'yo. So you have to build that internal strength sa'yo. So self-control, it's important. Your Kuya Marvin has that. And then, importante din for you to be, Kuya talaga, no?
So you have to have self-control. So push.
Also self-control and also be resourceful. Sinasabi niya side hustle. Importante talaga na while you must not rest on your laurels. Dapat talaga mag-iisip ka. And then also, para mas madali sa'yo, it must be something that you love. Kasi marami namang bagay na pwede mong mahalin na magugustuhan mo eh. So, side hustle and a secret there is something that you love, di ba? And then, sinabi niya, so that's self-control, side hustle. Also, kung may pera ka, may gusto ka talaga, pag-ipunan mo. Yun yung sinasabi niya. Again, self-control and patience yung sinasabi niya na kahit may kita na siya, nagtatabi lang siya ng pera, di ba? And number 4, be inquisitive. Marvin is an inquisitive person. He's very curious all the time. So, makikita mo talaga, that's why he keeps on learning. That's why he keeps on growing kasi he's very inquisitive. That's a very nice character. And number 5 is, you have to help lift people up. It's all in the mindset. Kasi sinasabi niya, if you're up, then you help people up. Tama naman. If you're down, pababa lang talaga. That means you're down. So you have to let people up. So these 5 items, we can digest it, especially when we sleep at night. This is something na a value and a character na we can build.
Okay guys, we are in part 2 of our very, very special vlog. Again, this vlog is to celebrate. Napilit ko na rin si May Mendoza, tapos nandamay pa siya, dinamay niya yung kapatid niya na mag-start ng sarili nilang vlog. So, hindi ko alam kung pinilit ka ng sister mo or talagang kusa mo talagang gusto. Pero, ayan na.
Pinilit niya talaga ako. Pinilit niya ako. Magtitiktok sana siya eh.
Andito na tayo ngayon. By the way, yung hinihintay sana ng mga tao, yung hindi alam ng mga tao, si May, number 1, Mendoza, sobrang galing niya mag-Hearthstone. Sana nag-video tapos pinanood niyo yung reaction niya habang nag-game noon. That should be a very, very good vlog as well. Pero, if you watch the first video, I asked questions about what's going on in Dubai, the status of people who are saving there, and then ano nangyayari based on this entire illness that's happening around the world, how it's affecting lives there. Ngayon, May will flip the switch. She's gonna ask me a lot of questions daw. It's the first time in the vlog that we're gonna do 7 hours worth of questions. Yung hindi ko alam kung kaya na hotspot yun, but let's do this. Okay.
Papadala lang kita ng bill.
Okay. Before we begin, tell them more about your vlog and then how can they reach you? Go.
Okay, so guys, very new yung vlog namin. Yung inspiration namin is Mr. Marvin Germo, who will have a very special place in heaven. Katabi niya si San Pedro. Ganong. So, so we decided to finally start our vlog together. So the name of our channel is May X May kasi pareho kaming dalawang May. It's all about our life, stories of our lives, lessons, practical tips. Syempre mga girls kami. So how do we manage our finances? It's a usual conversation sa atin. Oo. So as a single lady, yan, sino po yung yes! O, kung sino po yung
promotion
gusto
na naman.
Ko, ayan. So, and of course, for me, as a married woman, tapos as a new mother, ayan, may mga tips tayo dyan about finances, about motherhood, of course, our makeup, our mga bags natin, yung ganyan. So, it's about lifestyle and stories. If you want good fun, good vibes, positivity, at tapos may mga practical tips pa, subscribe po kayo. Kami po ay nagmamakaawa.
Hindi. Sobrang feeling ko in the next few months malalampasan niyo ako kasi you put so much value eh. Ako lang yung mga nanonood sa akin, kung di niyo alam, lahat ng nanonood, ginagawa lang nila, nandito yung earphones, tapos kahit di nila ako makita kasi I'm not really good to look at. Kaya nga, this Lakers Cup sponsored by May times May.
Yes!
Gusto mo ba? Gusto mo yung cap?
Of course!
Baka sinusunod mo
Hindi,
okay.
Cap is very, very good, especially when, walang barbero na available. Bawal magpagupit. Oo, totoo, bawal magpagupit ngayon. Anyways, let's do this. I'm ready. 7 hours worth of questions. Let's go.
Perfect. Okay, so we're turning the tables right now. As you all know, kilala niyo si Marvin as the stock market guru, di ba? Na maraming talagang idol si Marvin. But what I really like na itong mga chances na to, Besh, kasi we get to ask Marvin personal questions. Kasi marami tayong matututunan kay Marvin. Pero we start from where he is now. Now, Marvin, with the lockdown, how is it different from your like days, normal days? Kasi ngayon kasama mo na si Yvonne, 'di ba? Usually si Yvonne is working. So ngayon magkasama kayo 24/7. So ano yung feeling mo? How are you cherishing that moment?
Pro love life pa naman to.
Oo, ay mahal na mahal niya.
Oo.
Eh, syempre naman kung hindi ka gwapo, kailangan mo pagmahal ka, wala ka naman talagang choice. Kaya wala kang fallback plan. Ito, wala nang ibang mamahal sa akin. Kaya kailangan I must make the most out of this. I must make the most out of this situation. And yung siguro magagawa ko na lang tulong sa ibang tao is kapatid mo single, baka pwede natin gawan ng paraan after this.
Pwede pa rin.
Napangarap ko na talaga, matagal ko na pangarap na yung kapatid mo maging sister-in-law natin, let's close the loop na, di ba? Pero sa akin, wala. I think same lang eh. I think it's the same eh. No change. There's really there's really not much change kasi pag nag-work din si Yvonne, it's still the same amount of time that she puts in and then nakafocus siya sa work. Ako nga hindi napapansin pag nag-work siya eh. Sobrang nakakalimutan ako eh. Pero yung advantage nun is since nandito siya, kailangan niya ng hug. I can hug her anytime. Yun. Pag di ka gwapo, bawi ka na lang sa mga hugs. Kasi, yun, at maganda pa yung mga hug kasi, walang gastos eh, di ba? Hindi kasi papapili ng gano'n, hug na lang, libre pa. Yun, that's one. Sa akin, no change eh, because I've mentioned this in previous videos that I structured everything that I do, that everything is digital. So meaning, kahit nagta-travel ako the past years, I get to operate and do everything that I need to do, even if I'm not in the Philippines. So I'm out of the Philippines, I'm in my room, it makes no difference because everything is controlled by this. Yung nagbago lang is, yun, wala kang magagawa, hindi ka makakain sa labas, of course, there will be no talks also. So I guess that's the biggest change. Pero everything else, okay, chill lang so far. Yung nagbago is, ito, gusto nyo malaman, pero hindi sa akin eh. Gusto nyo malaman? Comment below guys kung gusto nyo malaman. Pero yung nagbago is this. Ang lakas mag-Shopee ni Yvonne, sobra, online streaming, yun, ang lakas, grabe. And it's not anymore, Shopee, it's not anymore just about, or it's not just about yung buying stuff. Yung uso ngayon sa Shopee is, may product placement pa. Yung uso ngayon sa Shopee is, joke lang. Yung uso ngayon sa Shopee is may streaming. So, dinidisplay yung mga paninda doon. So, what happens is, kung nagustuhan mo, unahan kayo sa pag-mine. So, yung thrill dun kay Yvonne is na siya yung nananalo, siya yung nakakuha ng damit na gusto niya.
Competitive pa. Ang bilis mag-time.
The thrill of winning the shirt. Actually, hindi winning because you're buying it also. Pero sa dami na online, ganun. Parang, I don't know if you've seen it but it's like Facebook Live, pero for Shopee.
Yeah.
So
very nice.
Not much.
You have a question kay kuya mo.
Okay, so lockdown ngayon,
Kuya Marvin. Call me kuya.
Kuya talaga.
Yeah. Alam ko madami na ako sinabihan ito pero tanggap na rin kita. Dami na sinabihan.
Okay, so ngayon lockdown ngayon, nasa bahay ka lang. So how do you make sure or how do you make your day productive?
I start my day by watching Nate times May videos. Dalawa pa lang, so paulit-ulit yun. Nakaloop lang siya. Paulit-ulit. Yun pa rin yung laman ng bag niya. Wala nagbago. How am I productive? Hindi, I'm really, I guess I haven't reported to any office for the past decade already. So, siguro it's part of my routine already that I have to be productive because if I'm not productive, hindi rin eh. I guess gusto ko rin talaga maging productive kasi minsan kahit nasa beach ako, I try to do something that will cause me to work kasi I don't see work as work. I see work as something that's fun also. So, I intentionally am productive because I like what I do. Not, I don't have to force myself na kailangan kong maging productive. Kasi, I don't know, the past decade, parang feeling ko naglalaro pa rin ako eh. Feeling ko ganun lang lagi yung feeling na naglalaro ako. Even making videos like this, it's a sport. It feels like a sport to me. Pero it's not easy. Mula lockdown, I've been posting 3 to 5 videos a day. A day.
Wow.
Oh, a day. You see that to a lot of companies, na media companies sila, that they get to do that because they have a large staff. Pero for someone who's not Rappler, who's not ABS-CBN, to produce a lot of videos, it's hard, it's tiring. Pero enjoy siya eh. So, ganun lang. I'm productive because I don't have to force myself to be productive. Because for other people, if they're playing Mobile Legends, for them, they're having fun there. Ako, I'm having fun doing what I do. Hence, if I'm having fun doing what I do, I can do it every day. Na yun, I don't have to. Pero just so, to be fair also, may mga araw na nakahiga lang ako, nanonood lang ako ng Walking Dead, or nanonood lang ako, nag-Call of Duty lang ako. May mga ganun din naman. Pero it's also because siguro if I was starting out today, hindi ako magaganon. I will work so hard. But because siguro may buffer naman na ako nagawa, that I could have the, I guess, liberty na, sige, I'll take 4 hours of Call of Duty muna. Ganon. So that's my deal. I wala akong formula how to be productive, but if there's one thing I'll tell people, just do what you love so that you don't have to force yourself to be productive.
Okay,
Do what you love.
Do what you love. That's really good. And also, I think what we can get from Marvin there is, for anybody, it's important that you really have to strive. You really have to strive. You must not settle. Yan yung ano eh. Kasi si Marvin, he doesn't settle. Kailangan talaga he keeps moving, and that's the most important thing. Mar, you said as well na there are times na nagpapahinga ka na lang because, as you said, you already have a buffer. So we go to finance kasi I'm very curious kasi as mini-mention natin, di ba, na Marvin is known to teach about stock investing, di ba?
Yeah.
Like, he invests, ganyan. Pero one thing that is also special about Marvin is he's a very great saver. Magaling mag-save yan. Di ba, may times tayo, Besh, na pag bibili, don't be like me, gusto mo nang bilhin talaga, be like Marvin. So si Marvin, nag-iisip once, twice, thrice, it's amazing. So anybody watching there, very inspiring yung kay Marvin, lalo na tayo pagkasama talaga natin si Marvin. So we get to see how he is. So Mar, when you say you save, how do you do it? Right now, especially with what's happening now, yung iba siguro may pay cut, diba, yung iba walang sahod, ganyan. So how have you prepared? How did you prepare for this thing? May emergency.
This is the best thing that I can tell people. The best time to save is not right now. Because walang pumapasok for majority of the people in the world, kahit businesses eh. The time to save should have been when times were good eh. Kaso, when times are good, saving is the last thing that's in people's minds. Either they're into the mode that times are good, may business ako, I'll expand massively. Times are good, I'll invest kasi maganda yung stock market, maganda yung real estate market. Or times are good, I'll buy that LV bag in Bergman that I've always wanted. I'll buy more and more of that LV bag everywhere. So ganun yung nagiging ano, you do pero what people don't understand is when times are good, that's the best time also that you save. And I'll tell you something that's totally different from the perspective of a lot of people. When times are good, you're saving. When times are bad, that's when you spend a lot. Kasi walang gustong gumastos eh. That means kung walang gustong gumastos, you can get a lot of things that are cheap as well. That's not how majority of the world will think. Pero if hindi ka nakasave when times are good, ngayon dapat baliktarin mo, hindi ka dapat gumastos ngayon. Ngayon ka din dapat mag-skimp off, ngayon ka din dapat magtipid. If you watch the videos, May 1 and May 2, you watch all of the videos that I've posted. I've interviewed a lot of entrepreneurs the past few days. Pare-pare yung mindset. That's why, sabi ko, when they were talking, sabi ko, ganyan din ako mag-isip. Because, all of those people that are doing business right now, na siguro tama yung mindset nila, they always see this time right now as a time to pivot, as a time to innovate, as a time to refresh and take themselves to the next level right after this. So, yun, ang layo na nung sinabi ko dun sa savings, no? Pero, the best time to save is when times are good. If you don't have any savings today, you do as much as you can to preserve what you have. You try to create this shield kasi may uncertainty na nangyayari eh. So to answer your question also, it was something that I've been saving ever since, since I graduated from college 2 years ago. I've been saving as much. Oy,
Kuya, wag ganun.
Kuya Marvin, wag kang ganun.
Nakaka-insult ko yun. Grabe. Guys, comment below who do you think is older. Matatalo ako. Anyways, matatalo ako doon. Pero, wag niyo ako trade rin, guys. Kampihan niyo ako, Team Marvin. Okay. Anyways, yun, I've been saving, and I saw it also the first time I quit my job. Siguro yung moral lesson dito was the first time when I quit my job, as I started to earn more, things that were above my salary, or when I was out already, I was still thinking like an employee. Meaning, when I made money, I invested a lot of it. Kasi isip ko, employee pa ako mag-isip eh. Meaning, kala ko yung kinita ko ng malaki ng January, yun din yung kikitain ko malaki ng February tsaka March. Not knowing na March pala, things weren't so good. So, if you invest everything, tapos thinking that your success in January will be the same as March, doon ako nagka-problem. So, sabi ko, mali yata ginawa ko. Why did I invest a lot at that time? So, I figured out that, baka kailangan magkaroon ako ng buffer. This is on top of my emergency fund. This is on top of the emergency fund. The emergency funds are supposed to be for emergencies. So, nabobore ko na ba kayo? Hindi naman. Okay. Buhay pa ba kayo? Buhay pa ba kayo dyan? Comment below kung buhay pa kayo. Or comment below kung pinapanood nyo na lang si May na nakagano. Parang, wow, ganun. Anyways, so I was saving up. Sabi ko, I'll try 1 month. Then I realized also that what if there's something bad that happens na walang pumasok ng 1 month? Why not make it 3 months? Then I made it 3 months. Then when I made it 3 months, I made it 6 months. And this is what you will when people always say it's about getting the first million. What people don't know, when you get money, sila may madaming milyones yan eh, but when you get the money, it will be ano yung pwede mong gawin para hindi siya mawala eh. Mas kala kasi ng everyone always thinks na pag wala kang pera may problema ka. It's also pag may pera ka may problema ka rin kasi iniisip ng taong walang pera paano ko makukuha yung pera. Iniisip naman ng tao nang may pera paano ko siya ma-maintain, or how do I protect myself na hindi ito mawala again. Kasi that's also a valid concern. So sabi ko, what if I try 12 months? Yun. Then I tried 12 months. Then from there, 12 months. What if I try 13 months? What if I try 14 months? So this is parang an amount of money that I get to have normal day-to-day living, meaning hindi mako-compromise yung kape ko. Hindi mako-compromise yung other things na ginagawa ko on top of my emergency. So, ganun. I built it up over the past decade. Ganun. And I just maintained it. And that's it. No rocket science, no magic. It's just the discipline of meet opportunity na I could have invested the money but I did not because I knew a time like this will happen. Or there was a time na meron akong gustong bilhin pero I knew that a time like this will happen. So I prioritized building this buffer. What it does right now is when everyone's scared, you have the chance to not just relax, but you get to think ahead already. How can you take yourself to the next level instead of panicking? Since you have covered your bases, you're okay and you're thinking strategically. Yun. So so what I'm doing right now, I'm texting baka madaming kung makita to gayahin ng ibang tao pero at least so you know my strategy. I'm texting a lot of brokers na kaibigan ko. I'm telling them, kung meron mga nagbebenta sa inyo ng rush na sobrang bagsak, sabihin mo willing ako, ganyan. So that's what I'm saying, that you can think strategically ahead when there's a lot of crisis. Yon.
That's really good. I think some like a moral lesson that we can get from one yung sinabi ni Marvin dyan is instead, in times like this, instead of you in a survival mode talaga na, survival mode, saan ako kuha ng basic necessities ko, you are in a state of a thriving mode, diba? Na parang, since you have covered your bases, yung ano mo na lang is, how do I expand? How do I acquire? How do I, surviving and thriving are two different things. So, right now, si Marvin is on a
Thriving
thriving
mode.
Woohoo! Diba? Bongga, Marvin.
Oh.
Okay. So, ngayon naman, ang sinabi mo, Marvin, is you have made sure it started with 12 months and then 13 and then 14 months. You also mentioned that your emergency fund is different from your buffer fund. So right now, sa ginagawa mo ngayon, sa state mo ngayon, have you activated your buffer fund or still yung income stream mo from yung other business that you do, yun pa ba yung ginagamit mo?
Hindi, the way I do it is I let, di ba may mga ibang investments kasi that even though certain streams of income are not going in, there are investments na continuous pa rin eh. So, for example, you still have your preferred shares along the way. You still have your interest from bonds na continuous. Meron ka pa rin mga interest from fixed income na pumapasok pa rin. So, yung trabaho nun, kailangan lang nila i-fill up yung monthly, yung gagamitin ko pang monthly. So, ganun lang siya paulit-ulit. So, for example, let's go under the premise na 12 months. So, sabihin natin meron akong 12 months na pang expenses ko. So, yung 12 months na expenses ko, it's already mag-April na tayo. By April, mababawasan yun. Maging 11 months na lang kasi mag-April eh. Pero, since you have other revenue sources, sila yung magpupuno nung pang 12 month ulit para babalik siya to 12 months. So, the way I look at it kasi, I don't fill it also on a monthly basis. Since, ito pa interesting. I want to share this to a lot of people that if you think about it from a monthly basis, that's looking at it from a standpoint of an employee. Na every month mo siya totoong every month yung expenses, pero yung money na coming in, it doesn't even have to be every month eh. Kasi you can, for example, may business ako, papangalanan ko na lang Crucientials. So, we took in money after 3 years lang. Diba? Parang ganun. After 2-3 years, that's when we started to get money lang dun. So, dun ko lang ipipeg yung money and yung income for that, for whatever, if I want to put it in. So, ganun din. There might be other businesses, for example, barbershop. On September, for example, we start say, sige, dividends tayo. Dun ko siya rin papasok. Pero that dividends could say somehow, kaya niyang compensate 6 months, kaya niyang compensate for this buffer period. So you don't have to look at it from a monthly perspective. I'll put numbers. For example, yung gastos mo per month is 10,000. Then suddenly it's April, kumita ka ng 120. So yung 120 mo na yun, ilagay mo na, meron ka na for buong 1 year. So you don't have to actually look at it from a monthly perspective. So ganun lang sa akin. I'll give you another example. Pwedeng walang pumasok for 10 months, as in wala, ma-deplete, dahil 2 months na lang matira. Pero suddenly, on the 13th month, may pumasok na 2 years worth of my monthly. I'll put 12 months kagad doon. So, buo na kagad siya ulit. So, you have the luxury na walang pumasok for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months. But as long as madaming pumasok ulit, kunin mo lang ulit siya. Ganon.
Okay.
Then, pag naubos lahat yon, that's when you use your emergency funds. Pag naubos yung emergency funds, that's when you start liquidating some of your investments.
Okay, great tip. Yung ano mo din, Mar, yung buffer and emergency fund, yung buffer fund mo is cash.
Yes, cash.
Okay. That's really good. And so kanina pinag-usapan, sinabi mo na sinabi natin na your Kuya Marvin is very very smart when it comes to spending. So what's your mindset halimbawa pag may gustong-gusto kang bagay? Kasi ilang beses na pupunta kami ng mall, gustong-gusto ni Marvin, pero aalis kami empty-handed kasi hindi niya bibili. So what's ilang beses kami babalik na will come out empty-handed. So ano ba yung thought process mo doon?
Sabi ko na nga ba, may sama ng loob yun. Sinamahan pa namin siya dito. Layo-layo. Wala naman siyang binili. Wala naman
No, Marvin, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. How do you do it?
Wala. Parang bad trip nun. Layo na outlet. Natin pa namin.
No, really, it's a compliment. Because si Marvin, alam mo yun, that's how much value he puts in money kasi he just doesn't spend. Nag-iisip talaga siya, which is it's an admirable trait. So how do you do it?
Siguro para pag may context sa Dubai is most of the things kasi na nasa Dubai, I have it also in Manila. So, meaning, kung may bibilin man ako doon, tama ka, it's something that either sobrang hindi ko kailangan or something na mabibili ko rin siya sa Manila. So, if it's something that's hindi siya super, 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 super discounted na parang mapapabili ako, walang compelling reason, ay sige, bilhin ko na lang sa Manila ulit. Pero, I'm very intentional when I want to buy. Ito difference namin ng wife ko. Wife ko, pag magmumall, kahit wala siyang planong bilhin, ikot-ikot siya, tapos meron na gusto, saka siya bibili. Ako, if I want something, I look for it. If I like it already, I buy it. If it's intentional. Pero if it's not intentional compared to yung experiences natin sa Dubai, minsan, may sale lang yan, check natin, ganyan. Kung hindi ko naman, wala naman talaga siya dun sa sa plano, there's no compelling reason for me na bilhin ko siya agad. Pero may budget ako lagi for it eh. So I guess for clothes or for other things that I buy, may budgets attached for it. If may budget tapos may walang compelling reason to buy it right here right now, then I don't buy it. Para I can compare or I can see kung kailangan ko talaga siya or I don't know. Nalala mo ba feeling ko, check mo one of our older videos, sabi ko, hindi ako bumibili ng Apple Watch, pero bumili na ako Apple Watch ngayon. So parang, remember those?
Bakit?
Or remember,
kasi kumita yan sa kumita sa stocks. Di ko na papangalanan. Di ko na.
but yung ganun logic na, it's,
yes.
yung, I'll give you, magaling example. A camera is more expensive than an Apple Watch. Parang ganun. So, this camera that you see at the back and this camera that you see at the back, mas mabilis ko itong binili kaysa sa Apple Watch kahit mas mahal siya. Kasi nakita ko agad, mas kailangan ko. Yung Apple Watch naman parang, I could buy it, pero walang compelling reason to buy it. That's why sabi ko, hindi naman eh. So, yun. As in, at the time na gustong-gusto ko na rin talaga siyang bilhin, I went back still 10 times to check, ito ba talaga, ganun ba talaga, or baka may mas maganda pang lalabas, sayang naman kung bilhin ko siya ngayon. Ganun. That's how, so, parang yung logic na meron kang money to buy it, plus meron kang money to buy 10 of it, pero you just buy one. Pero sa akin, minsan, pag hindi ko pa masyadong kailangan, I don't actually buy it. Pero iba yung kaso na, I'll give you an example. I was in Australia with Karen. For those who don't know, Karen Abellanosa, or Napia, look at the other older videos. Tinuruan niya ako mag-online, yung online techniques that she does. Meron siyang software doon na parang I think it was 20,000 pesos yata. So, binili ko siya bilhin na natin on the spot. Bilhin na namin on the spot. Ganun lang, in less than 3 minutes because I knew it was something that I could use for something else. So, minsan, if it's something that will generate a return for me, mabilis din ako mag-decide doon. Pero if it's something na kahit naman maghintay ako after a week, andun pa rin naman siya eh. So, I get to wait also. So, yun.
I think like Marvin.
Be like Marvin.
Be like Marvin.
It's nice because makikita mo yung self-control. I think that is a value that we can possess, that we have to learn how to possess.
Especially now, makikita
self-control.
mo yung sa internet. Yes. So, ang dali mong makuha yung mga gano'n.
So, dapat, with self-control, also, you also have to you must possess a calculative mind as well. Will this give me return? Can this wait? So that is really good. Mar, my question is, say for example, for those young people na halimbawa maybe 20 years old, na syempre kakagraduate lang, gustong mag-enjoy sa life kasi finally may trabaho na, what can you advise them? What advice can you give na, for example, sometimes they're stuck na, hindi, I deserve this kasi finally may trabaho na ako, I need to reward myself. So, it can be a trap at somehow na yung sasabihin mong, it's reward ko to sa sarili ko kasi nagpagod ako eh. So, what can you say to them? For example, brotherly advice, knowing na maybe they don't need it or, para mas ma-prioritize nila ang pag-ipon.
Sige, what I can only share no is from my context and my perspective kasi what I've realized also is Kobe Bryant died at 41 years old and sometimes some people also forgo happiness kasi meron silang ibang goal also. But what if you don't live to actually get that goal as well? So there has to be a sweet spot. And for me kasi, up until now, money was never my greatest motivator. It wasn't really something that made me super happy. Money makes you comfortable. Money makes you buy the things that you want. Money gives you a buffer. Money helps you also na pag may kailangan ka, at least hindi ka mahirapan. Sa panahon na to, money for me allows me na kahit mas mahal siya, puro online groceries na lang ordering ko. So, kasi that's what money can do. It gives you a buffer. But it was never my main motivation. It was never my main target on why I wanted to do things. But what I do know was this. When I was in my 20s, wala akong pera eh. Wala akong naiyak na tuloy kami. Tapos may talaga yung mga questions. Wala akong pera. And I saw it from people in my family that were older than me now. When they got older, wala silang pera. So my main motivation was I didn't want what happened to them to happen to me. I want that kung may pera ako ngayon, I enjoy some of it, pero when I'm in my 30s, my 40s, my 50s, my 60s, you still get to enjoy it. And looking at it from hindsight now, what I've realized is, pag nakatikim ka na ng medyo something na luxury, mas mahirap bumalik. Kesa nag-start ka na hindi mo natikman yung luxury, mas madaling magtiis eh. For example, pag nakatikim ka na ng Shake Shack, ang hirap na mag-cheeseburger sa McDonald's. Parang ganun yung logic. Pero if all you've ever tasted is McDonald's, masarap na rin yun. So when I started out, I enjoyed yung kumakain ako noon crispy chicken fillet sa McDo. I've said this in several videos. Pero masaya ako noon kasi I had a bigger goal in mind that I wanted to be financially free. I wanted to have the liberty of I could stop whenever I would want. And that was my main goal at that time. Sabi ko, tipid muna ako ngayon. Mabibili ko naman din later on yun. When all of my friends were buying, di na nabutan to ni May 2 na yung panahon namin, May number 2, we had cameras where kailangan namin ng film.
Naabutan mo yun?
Siyempre si Siyempre si May number 1, di naabutan yan. Kasi yun. So 2005, doon na nag-boom, mass yun. Suddenly there were cameras na 3 megapixels, yung mga may zoom. Then everyone started to buy. All of my friends, ingit na ingit ako sa kanila. Hindi man ako ingit na ingit, pero wow, ang ganda ng mga camera nila. It was around 10 to 15,000 pesos, pero I didn't buy it. So, I didn't buy it. Pero what I did was, I did several, na siya ngayon sa generation nila, May number 2, it's glorified already. It's called side hustle. So, I did a lot of side hustle. Where,
alam niyo yung mga millennial words. Diba?
Millennial ka pa, Marvin, sa mga termong
I
ganyan.
don't think your sister's a millennial. I think she's Gen Z. Tayo yung millennial.
Tayo millennial, Gen Z 25.
And then, what year were you born? May number 2.
94.
And then, millennial siya. Upper crust ng millennial. Tayo nasa medyo nasa, na tayo? Edge.
Tutong.
Expire na.
Sabi pa nila tutong.
Pero yun, ano yung pinag-usapan natin?
About how do you tell the millennials? Yung mga
Before that.
Before that. Camera. You didn't buy it. You didn't buy the camera.
Side hustle. So, side hustle. So, I did a lot of side hustles. So, the common tendency is when you have side hustles, yung kinita mo doon, yun na yung pwede mong pambili. Hindi yun yung ginawa ko. Yung kinita ko doon, hindi ko pa pinambili. In-invest ko pa, binisnes ko pa. Tapos yung kinita nun, in-invest ko pa, binisnes ko pa. But what I did was, I think, from every earning that I got from those extra income on top of my salary, nagtatanggal ako ng 500. Hanggang sa it would be enough to buy the camera. So yung main motivation ko was this. Ilan 500s yung kailangan ko para makabili ako ng camera. So ganoon. So every time I earn this much, kukuha ako ng 500 doon, pang-ambag ko sa camera ko. Tapos ito na, I had the money to buy the camera. May kaibigan ako, binenta yung camera niya second hand, 5,000. Binili ko lang yung 5,000 na second hand. I didn't buy the new one. Sabi ko, okay lang. It still gets to do what I need to do. And yun, it's the mentality of, if I tell someone na 20 years old, it's the mentality that you enjoy today, pero that you don't spend everything today, kasi you also have to think about na kailangan mo rin mag-enjoy later on. Pag inubos mo lahat today, paano na yung sarili mo pag nag 30, 40, 50, 60 ka na hindi ka baka hindi mo na may enjoy, baka gusto mo rin mag-enjoy doon, pero dahil ginastos mo lahat ngayon, hindi mo na siya may enjoy. So, yun din. Sabi ko mag-enjoy ako, pero siguro hindi ko muna lulubos-lubusin. I'll enjoy it later on in life. So, ganun siya. And some of the things...
Hearing that, Kuya Marvin, very inspiring na mentality. Did you have any mentor or did you have any inspiration to think that way, to save? Meron ka bang ate na nag-a-advise sa'yo to do this? Or was it your own,
Yung yun nga.
It was your ate. Napapanood ko siya sa TV noon sa ABS. So, yun, inspire ako. Sabi ko, grabe naman, talino naman yun. Siguro mayaman siya. So, I started to follow her principles. Seriously speaking, it can go both ways, no? You could have a mentor that can teach you, pero you can also do and hack it on your own. Sa akin, I tried to do everything by myself, pero I started to read. Pero also, when there were things that I wanted to learn, I tried to find sino magaling dito. Then I tried to ask a lot of questions. So, ganun lang siya lagi. You don't need a mentor na parang karate kid na magbabaw ka sa kanya na magmi-meet kayo lagi. If there's a particular thing that you would like to know, then you pursue that person. You ask help from that person. Like, for example, ngayon, wala akong alam sa YouTube eh. Pero may mga kaibigan ako, Carlo Ople and Chinkitan, who are very, very good in YouTube. They're probably, Chinkitan is like number 160 in terms of subscribers in the whole Philippines. Carlo Ople is close to him also. They have more than 500,000. So kung may questions ako about YouTube, since wala akong alam sa YouTube, I just text them. So what I've done is I've surrounded myself with people that I know are better than me. I've surrounded myself with people that I know that I can also learn from. I kept saying this in a lot of videos that yung technique ko, I want to be the poorest person in the room. I want to be the dumbest person in the room so that I can be surrounded by people who are smarter than me. So pag may kailangan ako, I can always ask them. Kaya kaibigan ko yung ate mo kasi sobrang yaman, sobrang galing, sobrang talented. The work ethic on how she does things, sobrang galing. So ganun lang. Kasi I believe that there's no one person who has everything. Asawa ko lang yun. Pero bukod sa kanya, may ibang tao magaling sa paghawak ng tao, may isang tao magaling sa marketing, may isang tao magaling sa social media. Like si Karen, may alam siya sa Facebook ads. Ganun. Like si Janice, isa pa namin kaibigan na never pa nag-appear sa video. May alam siya sa Amazon kasi she's actually practicing it. So you can ask questions and they don't have to be expert in their field, but they know more than you. So ganun lang. I like to ask questions from a lot of people who know more than me as well.
Wow, very nice. From what Marvin said, inanon niya talaga, what we can get from there is, una, kailangan talaga, you have to be inquisitive. Si Marvin is a type, and I really admire na, makakita mo si Marvin, he likes to ask questions. Pakita mo sa mga interview niya, the kind of questions that he asks, di ba? He's very inquisitive. But also, an admirable trait is you have to be grounded. So, si Marvin, though mataas talaga yung naabot niya, he has achieved a lot. Di ba? He has achieved a lot and he has gained a lot already. You have to stay grounded. And this is, in all sincerity, a value and a character that we have to build. Lalo pag bata pa, di ba? Kasi sometimes, may times na yung, halimbawa, there's a tendency na, oy, nakaangat sa buhay, akala mo sino na, di ba? But it's always important to stay grounded because you staying grounded, mas you get to learn more from people. You don't stop learning. Ganun ang mangyayari. And then also, ang sinabi ni Marvin is, you have to surround yourself with people who makes you a better person. Kailangan. Kasi, sinasabi nila na, sometimes may tendency na yung people, ano yun ang hilahan?
Sila pa nagdadrug.
No, sila nagdadrug. No. Actually, there are a lot of people who actually will help you lift you up. So, our job is to find those people and be with those people who will lift you Diba? Tama ba, Marvin, ang pag-summarize ko?
Galing. Tsaka,
Ayun.
ganun din naman eh. When you said there are people who bring other people down, it's a mindset that you think that abundance is scarce eh. That for you to get up is you have to bring them down so you get up. Pero what people don't know is me can prosper and at the same time I can also prosper at the same time. It can coexist. It's possible that people think that if you make money, someone is losing at the other, and it doesn't work naman that way. There's so much abundance around that you just have to find what path you're supposed to take na magsasucceed ka doon while other people are also succeeding. Great
Wow.
people bring people up hinihilot. Because if you're bringing people up, it means nasa taas ka. The only people who can take people up are people who are already up You cannot take people up if you yourself parang you're at the same level as them. So ganun lagi. You have to be intentional that sino pwede kong maitulong, ano pwede kong value na mabigay dun sa mga tao na yun. So, yun.
Yeah. So, grabe, no? Ilang minutes lang na conversation, ang dami nating
dami
ma-learn.
insights.
So, I think we want all these to be digested, lalo sa mga nanonood sa vlog ni Marvin. So, ayun, Marvin, thank you very much. I would just like to, yun yung i-ano lang natin, so at least ma-absorb natin ulit yung mga natutunan natin kay Marvin. Una, sa kanya is, he has great self-control. It's something that we must possess. Self-control meaning, when it comes to choosing what you want, kung ano talaga yung gusto mo, do I need this really or do I not? Kasi, external factors, kahit sabihin na ibang tao, hindi mo kailangan yan. At kailangan mo yan, pero pag ikaw mismo, you have that self-control, walang makakaano sa'yo. So you have to build that internal strength sa'yo. So self-control, it's important. Your Kuya Marvin has that. And then, importante din for you to be, Kuya talaga, no? So you have to have
ko yan, no? So, push.
Also self-control and also be resourceful. Sinasabi niya side hustle. Importante talaga na while you must not rest on your laurels. Dapat talaga mag-iisip ka. And then also para mas madali sa it must be something that you love. Kasi marami namang bagay na pwede mong mahalin na magugustuhan mo eh. So side hustle and a secret there is something that you love, di ba? And then sinabi niya, so that self-control, side hustle. Also, kung may pera ka, may gusto ka talaga, pag-ipunan mo. Yun yung sinasabi niya. Again, self-control and patience yung sinasabi niya na kahit may kita na siya, nagtatabi lang siya ng pera, di ba? And number 4, be inquisitive. Marvin is an inquisitive person. He's very curious all the time. So, makikita mo talaga, that's why he keeps on learning. That's why he keeps on growing kasi he's very inquisitive. That's a very nice character. And number 5 is, you have to help lift people up. It's all in the mindset. Kasi sinasabi niya, if you're up, then you help people up. Tama naman. Kung if you're down, pababa lang talaga. That means you're down. So you have to let people up. So these 5 items, we can digest it, especially when we sleep at night. This is something na a value and a character na we can build. Diba? So Marvin, ang dami ko natutunan sa'yo. Ang galing ka talaga. Dami ka!
Summarize. I just wanted to say something. Dun sa, ang galing na summarize mo, super galing. You said something na if you're down, wala ka maano na you cannot bring other people up. You have to understand, people watching this, even if you feel that you're down, you always look that there are always people still that you are better off than a lot of people around the world also na pwede mo pa rin tulungan. So may ganun pa rin na there might be people that are ahead of you but you are also ahead of a lot of people. So think, sino pwede kong tulungan sa mga ibang tao na ahead ako doon. So, yun. So, okay, kung madami nga kayong natutunan, let's have a quiz based on what I talked about. Okay, number 1, first question, square root of 3.
Yan, mahirap tayo dyan, Marvin. Makakuha nga ng
Wag yung mga math, Kuya
Huwag na tayo,
Marvin.
Ikaw engineer ka. Ikaw engineer ka. Huwag mo na ako ipa-spell.
Quiz natin si
Mito. Dumugo, Marvin, dumugo.
Parang choppy ka na, Kuya Marvin.
Marvin, nag-freeze.
Kuya Marvin, nag-freeze ka.
Okay ba yung tanong ko, square root of 3? Ito para kay may number 2. Gusto ko lang alamin talaga kung Gen Z siya or millennial. What's a yellow page?
I don't know.
Hindi na alam. Wala na.
Ito, honest answer yun. What's a rewinder?
Ito yung yellow page na kung saan nakikita mo lahat ng information.
Totoo to, tama naman.
Alam mo ba, Marvin?
I don't know.
What's a rewinder? What's a rewinder?
Rewinder? I don't know. What's a rewinder?
Ito no. Ako din eh. Gen Z din ako eh.
Last, if I say beeper 150, ano yung sabihin nun?
Ano yun?
Beeper 150.
I don't know as well.
Ano nga, Gen Z?
Last, sino si MacGyver?
Hindi ko kilala.
Ang kalala niya si Screwdriver.
Pero may number one, alam mo lahat ng sinabi ko?
Hindi.
Oh?
Hindi ko din alam.
Sa lahat okay, sa lahat ng sinabi ko mag-subscribe sa channel na wag na pala, may nagpapanggap. So I guess that's it, no? For those who stayed up until this part, we're closing near the 45 minutes about the 1 hour mark. Thank you so much to everyone. Comment below if you're staying, and then super appreciate it if you could like this channel as well. And if you're new to this, please subscribe. And also subscribe to their channel. Give them some love. No? Pabuti natin sila ng 1,000 subscribers na mabilis kasi sobrang yaman nila. Saka, supportahan nyo, single, she has nothing going for her, kaya kailangan niya ng pagmamahal. Labo eh. But,
Grabe!
joke lang yun. Madami nagmamahal sa kanya. Ano lang siya, choosy. Kasi, kaya ko maging choosy because I am yummy. Anyways, that's it for now. May final words pa ba kayo?
No, thank you very much,
Thank
Marvin.
you, Kuya Marvin.
We learned a lot. As always, when we talk to Marvin, we learn a lot. We are inviting you guys to please visit our channel. It's going to be fun, entertaining, and then also mga tips like this about relationship, love, and finances as well. So, May in our YouTube channel, support tayo.
By the way, guys, sinabi nila offline, no? Sabi nila, Roxanne Barcelo, watch out. We will be...
Marvin,
wala akong sinabing ganyan.
So,
mahal natin si Roxanne Barcelo,
idol natin yan. Idol natin yan.
Sige nga, can you say Badidap sa,
Badidap!
Sige na, Marvin. Alin na.
Okay, so, I hope this video helps you guys. Trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon. Bye, everyone. God bless you all.